let's turn our attention. This is stunning to me. But over the years, the crap that has come out of the Texas school system never ceases to shock me. From the books that they assign, and remember when the Texas statewide school commission decides on books, it has implications around the country, not unlike what California does with cars. When California says that cars have to have a certain standard of emissions, it implicates the entire industry. So too with Texas and their school books. And so when they start, having like creationist stuff in their school books, it hurts everybody. This story is amazing. She's a speech pathologist. She has worked for the last 9 years with the developmentally disabled kids, with autistic kids, with kids who have speech impairments. She's a speech pathologist. And she was told that she no longer can work in the school district. Well, let's listen to her. This is a piece from The Intercept. It's stunning.
I never thought I would be forefront for an issue or for a cause. I'm not a major activist, no. I'm not. I'm a busy mom of 4 kids. For me, it was like an opportunity for me to do something because my kids were watching me, first of all. And I always tell my kids, when you see something wrong, you have to fix it. I'm a speech language pathologist. I have been contracting with Pflugerville Independent School District for about 9 years now. What was unique about my position was that I spoke Arabic, so we were able to correctly evaluate kids who came in with Arabic as a language. I love my job a lot. I've always wanted to be in a job that was in the service field because I know I'm making a difference. This year, I got a new contract with new compliances, and I came across one that shocked me.
It says in 2017, Texas passed a law that bans state agencies from working with contractors that boycott Israel. Pause it. Now, you probably have heard about that because of the tens of videos that Dave Rubin has done, that all the people in the intellectually dark web, Jordan Peterson.
This is a major issue.
This type of encroachment on free speech is right in their belly house. So
they don't tend to focus on actual policy stuff.
Well, forgive us if this is redundant because you've seen so much of this from them. She was asked to sign a contract stating that she does not and will not boycott Israel. An economic boycott from a consumer.
The point of boycotting any products that supports Israel is to put pressure on the Israeli government to change its treatment, the inhumane treatment of the Palestinian people. Having grown up as a Palestinian, I know firsthand the oppression and the struggle that Palestinians face on a daily basis. I have to set an example for my kids. We got to stand up for what's the justice and for right and equal opportunity for everybody and humane conditions. And so for me, it was an easy decision in that aspect. I could not sign it.
She lost her job. And can we go to the GoFundMe page that Dave Rubin has set up to support this mother of 2?
Well, Texas was, they're interested in ideas, and she was shutting down their ideas by not engaging with their ideas.
Well, you say you're not an activist. What is that you're wearing on your head there?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
What's your name again? You say you're not an activist, but then you say you're Palestinian. So I'm getting a little bit of a conflicting message here.
This is Palestinian olive oil.
Jesus, I think, got along with Muslims, and so he would have had no problem with them.
Yeah, maybe you could just return the favor to Jesus, who was so nice to your ancestors, by signing the pledge like that.
Yeah.
Maybe the best thing to do would just be sign the paper and stop being such a pain in the ass. Because this is totally different than having an emotional breakdown over transgender students that you teach.
Or pronouns.
Yeah. And, I'll tell you what they would do.
They would minor thing.
This is how they would dodge it if they ever were forced to deal with the complete And it's not even the hypocrisy because they're lying. They're disingenuous. Yeah. So it's really a misnomer to say that they're hypocritical for not supporting her. They're lying in the first instance. That was never part of their agenda. But I imagine if they were questioned with this, they'd be like, well, she shouldn't be caught up because she's just an individual. But you can discriminate against an institution, which would be a company that is a contractor. I mean, there's some disingenuous BS. I mean, the fact of the matter is there's far more of this that exists that is a genuine issue and chilling of free speech than the issue that Ben Shapiro can only give speeches at 95 of the 98 colleges he's booked at in any given year.
Yeah, that was pretty complicated. So we'll figure that out. But I don't like that she's calling for killing the Jews. Anyways, Ben, somebody was mean to you on Twitter.
Right, exactly.
Let's do a live stream about that for 4.5 hours. I think it's also. I mean, I'm at this point. I mean, I've always been pretty anti-deplatforming. Period. I just don't think it's a smart tactic. But it's just amazing that these people, like, in addition to the obvious lies, this is the one area in American life right now where there is actual legislation. I mean, legislation exists like in New York. That's very similar to this. There is national legislation.
The anti-BDS thing. I mean,
no, this is, and college professors have actually lost their jobs. And
Juan Cole
was kept from an appointment.
Yes.
Which was huge. There was one guy that was actually fired from Temple. They're trying to fire Mark Lamont Hill as well. And this is an area where you can, and by the way, not getting cute like the people they defend on these platforms who actually do engage in hate speech. People just calling for civil rights on a controversial issue. Sure, I'll grant that. Actually are losing material benefits in the public sphere, not in terms of, tech platforms. And it's, I mean, this is a very serious thing. If you actually do value that stuff, which we actually do, value free speech.
Yep. Anytime Barry Weiss or one of those IDW ghouls whines about free speech on campus, just please never let people forget that she got her start harassing professors and trying to get them fired for being critics of Israel.
It would be nice to have like some video or something like that of that.